Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Hydrophobia. This was a pretty interesting game that came out on the Xbox arcade or online store, and it was going to say, oh, it's a full 3D game, it's not just an indie game, and it's actually done really well, and that's kind of what people praised it for. But actually playing it, like, yeah, this game is actually made really well. And a game called Hydrophobia, it's like, how can you be scared of water? Well, the water, like, coding and physics in this game are really amazing. Like, you're constantly being able to move around the environment. Like, the water in this game and in these environments, I've never seen something so well done, even in AAA games, honestly. And so the whole premise is that it's in the future. It's kind of New Year's Eve in New York, and you basically there's this giant ship essentially that's kind of like the Titanic, and you sneak aboard essentially because there's a rumor of a terrorist attack going on, and so these terrorists called the Malthusians, which are built based on, I think, a mathematician called Malthus in the 1800s, who basically said, oh, you know, if there's too many people, eventually the world is going to collapse. Essentially, this terrorist group has essentially taken over the ship and is basically sinking it and killing everyone. And so you kind of have to go through these kind of dystopian, broken areas and deal with the ship and the terrorists and whatever. Your main modes of combat at first are just like a kind of a stun gun, but by the end of the game you have like a fully semi-automatic pistol that can use exploding rounds and a bunch of other things. So this game has the perfect concept of gameplay, story, puzzles, combat, everything. It's actually very well balanced and, again, shockingly well made. In terms of dialogue and story, there is one character who acts as kind of the your comm guy, who your IT guy, go-between, who basically gives you updates on a bunch of all the things you basically need to do in order to get around the ship. And so basically that's your main contact, who you eventually need to save and rescue at a certain point in the game. Another cool thing is they have this weird translucent iPod scanner that like scans everything in the environment, like Metroid Prime. It's actually really cool. And the fact you actually have to aim it around the environment and it lights up everything. I've never seen something so simple but so cool and well designed. It's really shocking and interesting to see how much this very small game accomplished. I guess on that point, this game, I think, comes in different phases, essentially. This initial DLC for Hydrophobia is only like part 1 out of I don't know how many, but yeah, I just found it really interesting that this is just, again, part 1 of this little like mini series of games they were trying to release in different parts, and it was just really well made, and I found that to be really interesting that unfortunately more games like this don't exist, because the quality here is just honestly ridiculous. Again, a lot of the underwater scenes are a lot of fun. They're just, I don't know, very cool how you are supposed to go around the environment. Guys will be moving through the water. Some of them have scuba suits on, some of them don't. They're completely helpless. You just need to shoot them. But again, it's just the way the water moves in the environment. Like, it feels honestly extremely chaotic and unpredictable, and it is very like intimidating when a room is flooding. Like, all the objects in the room are colliding, the physics engine is working. The amount of water physics, like, this is the water game, that are going on is really impressive. And there's this whole cool thing too where you have like an underwater gun where you can shoot guys underwater and all this stuff. I know the soundtrack is also pretty decent. I know this game, again, really shocked and surprised me. I wish it would got like a full release as a full game, like on Game Pass or something, or Xbox Live store. But as it stands, it's kind of like conscripted to the Xbox 360, I think, or something, and it's stuck there. But yeah, in any case, I was, again, really surprised by how well this game is made. But yeah, not much else to say about it. I would definitely give it a shot, and you'll be very surprised by how well it's made. And just, again, being able to like go into those scenarios where the water feels like it's actually dangerous in the environment. Hydrophobia actually lives up to its name as to what it tries to accomplish. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, I will see you later. Bye.